Hey, whoa, you guys are getting way too far ahead. Let me clean this up and start the video properly. Don't be looking at this. Hold on. Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm Babyface P. It's been a while since I've uploaded. We had a couple hiccups. One, we had a baby at the very end of the year, literally a day before New Year's. So it's been a little busy there. Plus, YouTube went after me, took down a bunch of videos, and gave me a couple strikes. So we're running on thin ice here. I don't know if the channel's going to be here by the end of the year, but we're just going to truck ahead because that's what we do best around here. Well, as you guys saw from the cheat that you guys, that sneak peek that you guys got, we're building a 74. I posted a little bit about this on socials, and I'm really excited. Specifically, because we were building a 74 off of an original Bulgarian import. These came in the mid-2000s with the original barrels. They're featureless, of course, as everybody knows that these are featureless because there's a weld right here and a weld right here. So there's no bayonet lug, no bayonet will fit there, no bayonet lug, and there's no threads because obviously this is permanent, it's permanently attached, there's no threads. So that's how this company, I don't know who imported them, but I know a company got away with bringing in barrels after a certain point because of those two welds. Certain three-letter agency came in and told them no more, but a bunch did come in. So this one has been sitting in a closet for a long time, probably 15 or so years at least. I bartered it off of a friend who had it hanging around. We did a pretty fair trade. He got a fully built 74 for his parts kit, and then he gave me a little cash on the side. We made it work. We did horse trade and we made it work. But this is going to be really cool. All matching numbers, original barrel. And then all we got to do is a little bit of grinding to get the two welds knocked out, and we should be in the clear. So there's the first part. That's what we're working with there. What else do we got? All matching numbers, like I said, so top cover matches. This won't be here forever, though. Wooden handguard, just a typical Bulgarian wooden handguard. Recoil spring assembly. They didn't, as far as I can tell, the Bulgarians did not serialize the recoil spring assemblies. Some of the Russian guns did. This one is not serialized, but we have it. Let's see. Rear stock. Here's the original Bulgarian rear stock. Now, you'll see why I say this, but we will not be using this. Sorry for bumping you guys. Matching numbers, bolt and carrier. So, carrier and bolt. Numbers match the parts kit, which is cool. And I believe the Bulgarians serialized their gas tubes, but I'm not sure. I know my Russian has a serial number across the inside here. They may have done it on the other side. We'll look. When we go to take this handguard off, we'll take a look at it. But here's your gas tube. Now, why is this build going to be special? Well, if you read the description, it's going to be an AKs-74. That's what we're building here. Originally, I had planned on doing an AKs-74 in. Brief little bit of history. Let me grab a receiver. Brief little bit of history. If you look up the Wikipedia page, S, I don't know what it means in Russian, but in American, it stands for side folding. Literally translated, it's S over there means side folding. So if you ever see an AKS, that means it has a side folder. Other than the M's. The M's are a new classification from the 90s. It's different. They had side folders, but different classification. In, if you look at in, AKs-74 ins, or AK-74 ins, would have had a rail on the side because they made them night vision compatible. It was before red dots and things like that, but you could grab a night vision optic from a RPG-7 or something like that and run them on your AK, and they supposedly used them to pretty good effect. Now, I'm not going to go drilling into this receiver and putting a side mount. You'll see why. You'll see why. We're going to make this even cooler without needing a side mount. But we are, as you see here, going to be doing a side folding mechanism on this kit. So, the wood stock, not wholly needed. What we have here is a side folding kit from Palmetto State Armory. Fully forged trunnion. side folding kit, and then I have all the gubbins in the box to make it actually work. And the most important part of this whole build, a brand new receiver from Recreator Blanks. I have a nice custom serial number. It is correct for Bulgarian. It's AB and EA, whatever those numbers, those letters are. Somebody who can speak Cyrillic can tell you that I'm wrong, and those are some different sorts of letters. There's probably a different name. That's not an A. It means full auto and semi-auto. Obviously, this is not going to be a go fast gun. This is going to be a civilian legal go slow gun. So this will be just ceremonial, just kind of looks cool. But it is there. Recreator, I use their stuff on the AK Donger, and he makes a fantastic receiver. He's not doing the 80s or the flats at the moment. I'm hoping they'll come back. We'll see. If you work within the rulings, you should be able to sell 80s and flats still. It's just you have to work around that ruling. But for the time being, I got a fully built AKs receiver, AKs-74 receiver. No holes in the front, so we will be making our own holes for the front trunnion. Holes are already in the back, and they line up pretty well. And then all the gubbins goes in to make it a side folder. So this is the heart and soul of the whole thing. PSA is sent out to these parts to make a side folder. And then we got a couple other things that are cool. Last thing real quick is we got a bag full of Bulgarian parts. A lot of this won't get used. Some of it will, probably 50-50. And the reason why, when I say that, well, I guess the first thing we'll start with is why I'm not doing an in, a 74 in. And that's because PSA sent one of these out. This is a billet aluminum. I think it's billet. I might not be correct, but I believe it's billet aluminum. Machined out. It has a little pin that goes in here, or a little stud, and that gets pinned into your rear sight. So you knock the rear sight out, and this goes in, and it'll hinge on that rear sight plate, rear sight area. So there's no reason to do, in my mind, there's no reason to drill and tap and bolt on or rivet in a side mount on this 74 when we have Picatinny across the top. I'm personally thinking that my OKP7 will come off of its side mount. My OKP7 is a Picatinny model, not a side rail model, and I did that on purpose because of things like this. I believe that OKP7 will probably permanently live on here, but we'll get here, when we get here, we'll talk a little bit more. And I'm gonna do videos of the individual components so you guys can see that. Other things, there's the gubbins for the side folder. We have a Palmetto State Armory safety latch. So this safety has the finger switch, finger activation, makes it a little easier. These things are like $24. I swear by these. They're really, really good. I should note, if you want any of this stuff, check the pinned comment. I'll try linking out to all of this on the pinned comment. Not last, second to last, is the ALG AKT trigger. Now this is a PSA, they say a PSA exclusive. This is one made for PSA, and they call it their PSA custom ALG AKT. I swear by those triggers. I think they're the best AK triggers on the market. Maybe you can get like a drop-in that's nicer, but these are my favorite so far for price and performance. They're cheaper than if you go to ALG. I'm just throwing that out there. These were like, at the time of this filming, I think these are $75, where ALG recently raised their price to like $115. So if you're looking for one of these, run a PSA. Again, check the pinned comment. I'll do affiliate link that links you out to here. If you buy one through that link, the pennies go back to the channel. So don't feel too bad. We'll do a separate video on that. Last, the creme de la creme, the coolest part of the whole build is the PSA clone of the Zenitco handguard. The Zenitco B19, I believe is what it's called. Palmetto State Armory is marketing them as Soviet arms, and it looks Cobnet arms, AP, whatever it is, I don't know. Theirs is the CR19. If you go looking for one, it's a CR19. It's branded as Soviet arms, which is made by PSA. And it is a, I mean, drop-dead clone of the Zenitco stuff, and it's fantastic. It looks awesome. It looks so cool. So we're going to be running this on the front. And again, I'll do a separate video talking about these and show you how to install it if they will let me. There you go. That's the build that's coming up. I got some rivets off camera, but that's pretty much it. AKs-74 on its way. Rail makes it where we can run lights and lasers, maybe do some night shooting. I do have a suppressor that can go on the front of this. We have a Wolverine PBS-1, so we can run it suppressed. What else? What else? Oh, and the last little tidbit, I heard through the grapevine that PSA is also cloning the Zenitco folding stock. I can't remember which one it is. It's the 1, not the 3. Or is it 5? It's the nicer one. They're cloning the original, really cool Zenitco stock. It's supposed to be here at the end of Q1 2023. That's what I'm told. You know how PSA is. Their time frames shift depending on priority. So don't hold them to that. Don't hold me to that. But whenever it does come out, I can promise you that I will be getting one and doing a video on it because I'm already excited. I saw some pictures of it. Super, super excited. So anyways, gents, there you go. This is the first video for the next series. We will get this thing built up. This thing's gonna be super, super cool. And we'll test it, then we'll pimp it, then we'll test it, then maybe we'll pimp it with some like lights and lasers, suppressors, and pimp it in and test it again at night with some nods. So, gents, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a hell of a year last year. Probably going to be a hell of a year again this year for us here at the tubes, because they hate us. But we're back. We got this coming, so get excited. We do have another one coming. I'm just going to say the word set me. So if anybody's listening, set me. Just think those words through your brain. Soon. Set me soon. But for now, let's get this AK done, get the video out, and keep rolling with content here. So anyways, gents, I'll catch you guys next week, hopefully, on the next one. See ya.